few days ago, I made a video about Jonathan Kasdan, the director and writer of the new Disney Plus series Willow, where he says that Willow puts a queer romance front and center and it was just organic. Basically, it is a completely gay romance story about the two lead girl characters. And the show is out now. The first 2 episodes are out on Disney Plus. And let's just take a look how it's being received by the audience. Boom! Now, of course, the critics are going to love it because it has plenty of representation in it. But the audience is not so keen on it. The last I saw it was at a 34%. It's dropped 2 more percent down to a 32 on Rotten Tomatoes. 487 user ratings, which isn't a lot. And like I said in my previous video, kids are not going to be into this. They don't even know what it is. The original Willow came out in 1988, I believe. And these kids nowadays, they wouldn't even know what it is, what it's about. Probably never even seen it. They just see something that appears on Disney Plus and are like, okay, well, this looks strange. But let's see some of the just a few. Just another scissoring show. Kathleen Kennedy needs to quit or be fired. Disney ruins another thing that I love. The original movie was so fun. This is a joyless slog. Poorly written and acted. Where to begin? The show doesn't feel like Willow. Not sure how to better describe it than that. I was really wanting to enjoy this, but I do have to say it was boring and bland. So these aren't even mentioning the lesbian romance. There's a bot. Couldn't make it through the first episode. More destruction of the movies I loved. Makes me want to unsubscribe. Poorly written with repetitive storyline. What a travesty. What is happening with Lucasfilm? Scared for the new Indiana Jones movie. You got that right. So that's Rotten Tomatoes. Let's take a look at Metacritic. A 1.4. And once again, of course, the critics are raving about it, but a 1.4 based on 19 ratings. 17 negative ratings. 2 positive. 17 out of 2. Apparently, Amazon and Disney have teamed up to destroy the fantasy genre. Terrible writing, specifically the dialogue, is mostly junk. Badly written garbage with stereotypical characters that we've seen over and over again. Everyone giving it a bad review are clearly threatened by the same-sex relationship in the show. Most of these people aren't even mentioning the same-sex relationship. They're mentioning the writing, the characters, the costumes, the story. Yet another Western story being destroyed by the woke psychos. That's Metacritic. Now let's take a look at IMDb. 961, 1%, 1 out of 10, to 560, 10 out of 10. And it is currently sitting at a 5.3, which is really, really bad for IMDb. Really, really bad. So, just like I predicted in my earlier video, the woke nonsense has caught up with this show. The first 2 episodes, like I said, are out on Disney Plus. People have watched them and they are not happy about it. And this time Willow is accompanied by a whole ensemble squad of mostly teenagers. Well, in the first one he was accompanied by Val Kilmer, Mad Mardigan, which was awesome. And the Brownies, which were not teenagers. They were brownies. They were little teeny guys, but they were still adult brownies. And of course, the two mains being Kit and Dove. And they're wrestling with the legacy of Elora Danan. Good part of their journey is realizing that she's in mutual love with her best friend. Oh, God. So there we go again. And this is Kit and Dove. I don't like this actress anyway because she basically ruined Falcon and the Winter Soldier with her dumb feminist crap. And Jonathan Kazan, of course, said there was no pushback from Disney when he gave them this story, when he wrote this story. And he's hoping that we're going to see a paradigm shift. And hopefully that's the way it's going to happen for these kinds of queer stories. They were just organic to the narrative we were telling. No, they weren't. They were not. Not at all. And it's part of the landscape of the world around us. Well, dude, if it was, then more people would like your frickin' show. It's time to stop. It is so time to stop this junk. Especially that Disney's putting out. Thank God some of these studios are starting to realize that this is toxic. This is not going to make them money. And it's time to give it up and just tell good stories. Stop shoving in your identity politics, your queer baiting, your race swapping where it doesn't belong, and just tell us a good story. Like Top Gun Maverick. It's a good story. There's none of the identity politics that you would see in modern movies. It's just the story is organic. And it tells a good story and people love it. The box office proves that. That's all I got for you today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it, like it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Ring the bell for notifications. And I'll see you next time.